Witam wszystkich serdecznie w serii Starfield. To będzie już 3. odcinek. Weszliśmy na wyższy poziom laboratorium badawczego. Spróbujemy zbadać, co tutaj się dzieje w ogóle. Z nagrań ostatniego naukowca wynika, że jakiś stwór się wydostał. I od tego zaczęły się problemy. Oj. Mam nadzieję, że się nie przeciążymy. Tyle tego podnosimy wszystkiego. I?
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
Aha, zaatakuj.
Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That Constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
Niedoczekanie.
You're not talking us out of this score.
Nawet groźby. Aha. Dobrze wiedzieć. Plus 5? Plus 5 czego? Aha, no to jest dobre.
So you got past a few rooks. Who cares? Wait, that robot is rigged to kill? Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing?
Udało się.
Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
To miło. To milutko. Obeszło się bez walki. Wejdę jeszcze zobaczyć, co tutaj jest. Ale chyba nic konkretnego. Może jakaś broń? Kwiatków nie bierzemy. O. I coś jest. Bardzo ładnie. Bardzo ładnie. Apteczka. Widać statek nasz stąd. Tam jest. Zejdźmy na dół, zobaczmy co tutaj się w ogóle wyprawia. Nic tu już nie będzie. To biegniemy.
Can't believe after all this, we get nothing.
Ciekawe jak zejść na dół. Chyba nie będziemy wracać przez całą bazę. Okej, tu są jakieś schody. O, jakiś kombinezon mamy. Ej. Nieładnie. No. Załatwilibyśmy tych gości bez problemu. Statek jest tam. Pytanie, czy da się tutaj normalnie zejść? Jakaś drabina, cokolwiek? Pewnie nic nie ma. Wejdźmy jeszcze raz na górę. Są tu jeszcze inne rzeczy, które możemy zbadać. Wróć na statek. Tak.
Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Aha, okej. To odlatujemy. Piękny olbrzym. Nikt nas nie zaatakuje tym razem. Chyba nie. Okej. wchodzić normalnie do tej planetki. Chyba niechcący wstałem. Jest nasz robot? Chyba na dole. Okej, siadaj. No. Okej. Alpha Centauri. Lecimy. Wykonaj skok. I lecimy. Wystarczyło dodać biały ekran, niepotrzebne to ładowanie.
This is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Coś tu leci. Tutaj. Szkoda, że nie da się tak jak we freelancerze, podlatujesz do pewnej strefy i wtedy aktywujesz. Trudno powiedzieć, czy da się tutaj podlecieć do tej planety bliżej. Na tyle, żeby statek sam wylądował. Co to jest to G? Aha. Okej, to lądujemy. Tylko gdzie? Placówka przemysłowa, Nowa Atlantyda. Stacja szczelinowania. To lądujemy. Pięknie to wygląda. Aha, wstań. Siadamy. Co jest koleś?
And he's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Aha.
The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint. I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left once you get into the plaza. Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape.
Okej.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Na razie tyle. Zwiedzimy sobie to miejsce. Wygląda ciekawie. Oczywiście. Te poboczne postaci takie sobie. Nie zachwyca to. Okej.
I'm really rather busy.
Strażnicy. My szukamy kiosku. Tu chyba nic nie zdziała. No nieźle. Dziwnie to wyglądało. Tutaj też troszkę te zero cieni.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
Okej. Robot został. Można zejść na dół. Winda. Ja nie wiem, czy tutaj musimy iść. Chyba bardziej tutaj.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
for stereo use.
Mhm. Wygląda ciekawie. Ale spodziewałem się czegoś ładniejszego. Ta woda wygląda dziwnie.
See that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees? Sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
How are you?
Mhm. Nie pogadamy.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Konstelacji. They will be waiting for us inside.
Skończył ci się tlen.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell
No to
you
już
that
się ładniej
you're part
robi.
of something bigger now.
W
And he
pomieszczeniach.
hopes you'll make this place your home.
All the phenomena. We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. Bosco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. She's here, with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Mhm.
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt.
Jakieś tutaj burżuje.
If you expect us to believe that,
This is the greatest.
Pytanie, co my tu robimy w ogóle?
Why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? No,
Co dalej?
I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see.
Mamy te odłamki.
We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Okej.
that's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that-
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Godfrey?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Mhm.
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Czyli nic nie wiecie.
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
Brzmi pięknie. No dobra,
You
wchodzimy
should
w
take
to.
some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
400 kredytów.
I hope Barrett makes it back to us. I know he gets into trouble all
Bo
the
będzie
time.
więcej tych
Everyone just sort of accepts he'll be
odłamków.
fine, but still.
Zdecydowanie więcej.
I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation.
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us. Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust? I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits. Okay, that's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts. Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. Take care of yourself.
Okej, cała ta historia zaczyna przypominać to, co mieliśmy w Mass Effectie.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
O, chamskie to było.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, So I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need. Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all
Jest
this, and all my
portfelem.
success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Myślę, że na razie starczy.
You're representing all of us out there.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I
Dość
guess a
dziebko.
lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Nie ma sprawy.
Maybe this one will turn out better than the last time.
Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon. He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't. Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Możemy mieć tu lokum. Kto wie? Dość przytulnie tu jest.
Haven't gone up there recently. Is everything okay?
Something you need?
Oh, I just don't know how he does it. Up there all alone for so long.
Some people love that
So,
kind of space.
are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
No zobaczymy.
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel. We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. Felt the same way when I started too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Okay.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Konstellation is their own conscience. Understood? Those are the rules. Advance humanity's knowledge to the best of your ability. As long as you do that, I'm not here to judge you. Now, let's you and I get over to Mast.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Kwatery. Co my tu mamy? Aha, balkonik. Nieźle.
Wonder if any discovery reports have come in while we
Ciekawy
were
jestem, czy
away.
widać, czy to będzie... Aha, nowa strzałeczka jest, że będzie się wczytywać nowy teren. Dobrze wiedzieć.
Alternate instructions.
Ciekawie tutaj jest. Laboratorium. Wszystko pod ręką. Zabawkowy statek kosmiczny nawet. Dobrze wiedzieć, kiedy przechodzimy i będzie się wczytywać nowy teren. Niesamowite. No. Teraz nie będziemy wszystkiego zwiedzać. Co, ja kwiatka rozwaliłem? Nie. Tak pobieżnie obejdziemy sobie. Nie no, świetnie. Barek nawet. Idziemy. W takim razie nasza pierwsza misja czeka. Wszyscy idą poza robotem. Co ona tu ma w łapie? Nie ma nic. Gdzie się kierujemy? Tam. Tym razem górą sobie przejdziemy. Rzucimy okiem na to wszystko. No, chyba zmęczenie. Powietrze. No i chyba niepotrzebnie tu wlazłem. Tak. Trzeba było skręcić tutaj. Musimy zejść na dół. No spore to miasto, klimacik fajny. Trochę się czuję jak w Skyrimie, nie. Na razie się tym nie będziemy zajmować. Dopóki nie uzbieramy więcej tych cyfrychów, czy jak to się nazywa. Schodzimy na dół. No. Te korytarze tutaj to nie zachęcają do podróży.
Maybe we should stop for a moment at the memorial. You know, to pay our respects.
No, nie wygląda to źle, ale mogłoby zdecydowanie lepiej. Będzie, że ona się tam zatrzymała.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Fajne te detale na tych szybach, nawet tłusta plama, tak jakby. No, podejdźmy tutaj.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
No, myślę, że tak.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, knock out an exam, and a
Ej,
probation.
zaraz, nie było mowy o
You need to know
egzaminach.
you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need her back after you wrap her in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall. Get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions, I can get you sorted. Have some questions? Military used to have a pretty narrow view of where the best pilots came from. In their eyes, it was UC or bust. The creation of the Vanguard was an acknowledgement by the brass that maybe not all the galaxy's greatest pilots went through a UC flight school. So it's the Vanguard's job to find them and get them to fly for us.
Dalej
What
tutaj
can I
cel
do for you,
wskazuje.
applicant? Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it before you try to convince her to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Wszystko zaczyna się i kończy w barze. Dzięki
Anything
za
for
pomoc.
Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
Okej. Gdzie teraz? Gdzieś na dół się kierujemy.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Talk to you later.
Idziesz z nami? Chyba zostało. Idzie. Tylko jak tam zejść na dół? Tu raczej nie zejdziemy. Dziwnie to zaprojektowane jest. Aha, dobra, już wiem. Hop, na skróty? Da się. Ja nie mogę. Ale susa dała. Trochę mało tutaj ludzi. Przedtem było troszkę więcej. A ty co to tak trzymasz tą? Zamiataj. Port kosmiczny. Nie zdążyliśmy nawet wsiąść.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the gnat.
Nie zabieramy robota tym razem. No nie. Hop. Hop. Serio? My cały czas w tym skafandrze?
Oh, I've always liked that statue.
Okej.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Masked.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding me. It must have been needed.
Okej, wsiadamy.
Give the word and we'll get underway.
Ruszamy, ruszamy. I startujemy na naszą pierwszą misję. Po dość nieoczekiwanym wstępie gra nabiera klimatu. W pomieszczeniach nie najgorzej wygląda. Miasta troszkę słabiej. Troszkę słabo wyszło z tym, że nie da się latać po tej przestrzeni, tak jak we Freelancerze, o którym wspominam aż do znudzenia, ale tam było genialnie to wykonane. Statek też można z zewnątrz oglądać, fajnie. były takie bramy do szybkiej podróży. I też do podróży między układami. Wrota otwierało się. Też to było fajnie zorganizowane. Okej. W takim razie szukamy naszego nowego celu. Szukamy gwardzisty. Wyznaczamy kursik. Układ Sol. I skaczemy. Być może nawet uda nam się odwiedzić Ziemię. Bezpiecznie. Kolejne punkciki. Spory ruch tutaj jest. Przed nami pierwsza misja. Ale co to za misja, zobaczymy już w następnym odcinku. Serdecznie Was zapraszam. A teraz już się z Wami żegnam. I zapraszam na kolejny odcinek. Cześć!